Welcome back to the JFS. This episode, I'm gonna show off some different progress. Nothing new and special, just a little bit of progress all around, and my few different things I'm working on. But first of all, I think it was actually only the last episode where I actually showed off starting working with this, and I was thinking it probably wouldn't take a lot of time. And it really didn't, and I can't really figure out anything else to do with this. So this right here is currently, unless I figure something cool out, the finished Indian Native American reservation, or whatever you want to call it. So I made a little entrance here, down some sugarcane, some cactus, put down some flooring all around, some torches, just to add a little up. And so I finished these two totems, which Mukluk called said it looked like Angry Birds. If it says it looks like Angry Birds, I'm gonna change this. It's not Angry Birds, it's Triggered Eagles Reservation by DennisFlux. That's the new official name. Triggered Eagles. So those are finished. Obviously got these surroundings here. I finished putting up the different tents. Decided to do the lighting just with the torches and stuff. So nothing really. There's not really that much to it. You have a bit of chest, and you got some beds lying around, and in each of them, there isn't too much difference between them. There's some that are a little bit taller, some a little bit shorter. The entrances are a bit different to some of them. Also, put down this, like, probably should look from here, like, I think often you see in, like, Native American reservation village things, they hang these they have these poles where they hang, guess often they probably hang like buffalo skins or something, so it should have been brown, but I guess they just hanging sheets something. I thought it added a little something to this. So I had two fireplaces. This is a smaller one. This is a little bigger. This one looks exactly the same on the inside as the other, basically. Or this fireplace. I just put it down a block. So we had this huge fireplace here. Got another tent over here. Another tent over here. And then we got the big totem pole in the middle. Again, there's not a lot to show off from this, and it was pretty quick. It was pretty quickly done. Let's go up here. Yeah. So this huge totem, it's got like the little bit of designy stuff, and then a big eagle bird thingamajig. Thought it looked pretty good. Decent enough, at least. So I can't really see what else I can really add to it. I was considering adding some boats, and I, as you might have seen, I did like a canoe. I probably should have built it on a bigger area, so there would have been a bit more distance between things. But yeah, that's how it is. So yeah, we had a little boat out here. Nothing special. If I get any cool ideas, I might add other things to it, but actually I'm basically just considering it done at this point. I probably could have stayed away from these pillars, these totems out here, and just had that one in here, and it would all have been perfectly fine. But well, that is what I've decided to do. I like the looks of the tents. I think Small added details everywhere works very well, and I like the totems. I like these close line stuff thingies. So I think, yeah, I think it looks pretty good, and I'm happy with this. So unless I get other ideas, this is the finished product. So with that being said and done, I'm gonna head back to somewhere. Oh, there's things spawning in here. That's kind of bad. Well, you'll probably be gone at some point. So yeah, I'll see you in a moment. And we're back here in Shoppertown. And I'm here in the tunnel rat. I got an order recently from Salva. It says, "Dear Mr. Flux, I need another tunnel to be done." Indeed. You know, you're the man to do it. I have a design in mind unless you want to do your own design. The tunnel from hub to portal is about 800 blocks, or 800 or so blocks. Mine on the blue section, last to the right. We could talk about pricing in Discord, blah, 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 or on Twitter. So I have talked a bit with Salva, and he showed me what he wants, and I have started beginning some of the work, but it's a really long tunnel. It's gonna take some time. I'm gonna show off the starting progress on that in a moment. One other thing I can show off here in Shoppertown. Not much is happening really around here. Dan is building something up there. Salva is building something behind the weekly special. Who is this week selling saddles? Nobody's buying them because nobody needs saddles, and I have so many saddles. But I decided with my empty building up here, the old pranky colored wool shop, I changed it to the R-Stoner's Delight for now, at least. I didn't really want to continue filling a colored wool because it was prank shop, but then again, I felt like having nothing here was kind of a waste of space, so I decided to fill it up with redstone materials for redstoners. I think, not like that I know a lot about redstone or anything, so so I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue filling this up because there's a lot of materials used, but we'll see. But for once, I'm just gonna do a pay what you want. I'm gonna sell. What do we have here? Sticky pistons, observers, note blocks, rails, redstone, dispensers, trip, wire hook, droppers, buttons, levers, redstone torches, redstone repeaters, redstone comparators, powered rail, activator rails, detector rails, daylight sensors, hoppers, and various kind of pressure plates. And it's pay what you want. I don't know any pricing for it, but also it got me a bit of a use for the redstone I have. So there is this shop. I don't know how much it's gonna be used or anything. Maybe it's gonna be used a lot, and I'll be tired of filling it up or something. But we'll see. At least it's not just an empty shop now. Also, before we hit the hell out of here, I did do a bit of refilling in the red green shop for the first time in a long time. Can't remember with what, but we'll figure it out. Still a lot of redstone, mossy stone brick, and moss stone. So here I just filled out the chest with random red stuff. A lot of the redstone ore that I didn't get to sell the weekly special. Still selling ferns, got some cactus, some beetroots, some melons, a little bit of netherrack, and some nether warts. So, still pay what you want. For community builds, it is free, as usual. So, that's cool. What else? Yeah, we don't have anything else to do here in Shoptown, so let's head to the Nether. So there's a few things I could show off in the Nether. First of all, I've started a bit working on what is it? This tunnel, right? On the tunnel for sulfur. But it's gonna need a lot of materials. Here we go. This is basically what he wanted. And he's gonna provide the materials for it, so I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. It is a pretty damn long tunnel. This is basically the stuff I've been working on. I'm not really sure. Probably need some lighting in here as well. Might be under the carpet that you saw down there, but I haven't really had it specific. This goes way long. Not just this way, it swings away, and yeah, it's a pretty long tunnel. But we'll work on it and see how long it takes. It's a cool project, so and it's a very interesting design. Self-zone design, as I said. Put some materials for us here. I'm gonna need a lot more to finish this one. What else? Oh yeah, I've done a little bit of work around the nether just to pretty it up a bit. I'm tired of seeing like netherrack everywhere. So I closed off some tunnels for some people that are not really active. I tried to prevent you can actually see the netherrack everywhere. People are, of course, they're free to change them however they want, but just wanted to make it a little bit more pretty. And also I added some faces. Again, people can change their faces if they want, but I'm tired of seeing this, or not even. Some of them just had empty spaces with netherrack behind it. So I added a very, very tan Joda, because he would probably never do it. Like here, there was just netherrack. I just put up some stone bricks, just so you don't have to go by to look at all the ugly netherrack. Netherrack is like one of the, personally, I think it's one of the worst looking blocks in the game. I think I would say this tunnel should still be reworked. It's not pretty. What else do we have? And I'm not saying like a me specific job, but just in general. These just totally normal the way they used to be. I think I put some like, yeah, I just put a bit of stone brick down here just so they'd look open, and you don't like this. You could basically have a gas spawn out here, which also I try to make it a bit more gas protected than it was in some cases. So just put a bit of that there. Didn't change anything here or here. And obviously there's a few tunnels I wouldn't really touch because I know it's active players and I don't want to do it without their permissions or anything. I understand that one's done as usual. Yeah, as Dan is an active player, I wouldn't, and I imagine he might do something with the tunnel eventually. I don't want to do anything here. Does this tunnel actually lead anywhere? Yeah, it does. I guess it could have blocked this off. I probably did miss that. So it just doesn't look all netherracky. Oh yeah, the witch farm. I was already thinking like the normal witch farm. We probably should have built a better tunnel for this. But I was asked if I wanted to build a tunnel to the new double witch farm. which is also a pretty far one. I haven't begun any work on that really. I'm trying to figure out some design, but yeah, I'll do that eventually. When I figure out what to do exactly. It's a pretty long tunnel, so I'm not sure how resource intensive I really want it to be. And I'm kind of thinking like something that would fit with the theme. Also, I built Wither's face. He said thanks to whoever did that. I did that. This face, Quiznam's face. That's something for itself. Yeah, I couldn't really do too much there. I'm not sure if Salphas has a portal going out this way. Or if, I don't think there's really any. Because this goes straight into Weather's tunnel. I'm not sure. I have to ask around about this, because this might actually be a tunnel for somebody to use. Jungle Temple, Forest. Yeah, I blocked a bit of this off because this was plain netherrack as well. Also, there was a lot of openings in case of like gas balls and stuff. So, another one that needed just a bit of work. But there's still obviously things that can be done around the place. Let's see, this mine. I think I might have done a little blocking off here. Granite. Can't do anything about that. I think this, I'm not sure. I certainly didn't put cobblestone. I didn't want to do anything with Scott. At least not without his permission. I think I blocked off some here because it's just a destroyed portal going up. So I blocked everything that was in sight for this tunnel to go up here. So it looked like actually a tunnel and not like it destroyed something. Not sure if I did anything here. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I think I did something here. This is basically not even a tunnel, because the original tunnel was taken down. I believe somewhere over there his tunnel would have continued, but it apparently was taken down when this this hop was built, the yellow hop, according to that chest. I got aces. I built that. Nothing really here. Didn't want to do anything with Killer because Killer is active member. Not sure if he's ever going to do anything with it, but he's got his tunnel. Also, I'm not sure if I've ever shown this, but I gave him googly eyes. I did do a bit of. You can still see it because it's not really that easy to change anything. Like, well, I could have continued, but I didn't want to do too much. But I did put down some stone bricks here in Lemon's tunnel. Yeah. I changed all this. This is Keegan's. To his old base, and this goes up to the mesa. This goes to the pigman farm. Just changed to stone brick instead of netherrack. Again, I hope people don't mind, but just to pretty it up a bit, in my opinion. It's not that stone brick is generally stone brick is just pretty, but I think it helps a little bit with the overall looks. I think I changed a bit here with Randy Tanton putting up this. Rotten Muck, Dan. I didn't want to do anything with Dan's because I'm sure Dan will do it himself. By the looks of it, he already planted grass apparently. So, and can't remember. I might have done something here, or it might have looked like this. I'm not sure. So, yeah, that was basically the nether part of the update, let's head to one of my other builds. Oh, actually, before we do that, I'm gonna add a clip in here. Speaking of Salva, me and well, we were on one day, and Salva said he was AFK for a bit. We went out for a walk or something, and I found him in one of the tunnels while I was heading somewhere. I think I was heading to the mesa. I was like, oh, I told Kulo, oh, I found Salva. And we decided to take him for a little walk, this Minecraft character for a little walk. And I think I have something I can throw in here, just see, where did we actually put him? So I hope he had a nice walk back. It was pretty crazy. We used a lot of fishing rods to get him out there, but it was pretty funny, and he enjoyed it as well. He told us. So a little bit of pranky action. Not too much of an update out here in the Obsidian Frostbite Castle. For now, I decided this is gonna be the only tower, even. So I decided just to plug this side up. Have I done anything else? I think I might have put in a few more windows. I can't remember what I showed last episode. There's still work to be done. Definitely. Put a roof up there, I think. Was that before or after? I can't remember. I think I put down a little more flooring in case I actually want to build something inside it. It's really a project I need to be motivated for to do anything. And I am from time to time, but definitely not always. But at least I would say I'm basically done with the obsidian part. And I should have like a few obsidian stacks to spare in case I need it for anything. So yeah, this not much to update, but this is the current update. So let's head to the garden. And we're over here by the Final Fantasy VIII inspired building that has had a bit of work. Started doing the upper part as well, which I'm not sure how it's gonna end up looking. There's still a lot of work to be done. As you see, I use a lot of glowstone and I use a lot of sea lanterns, so actually with the new witch farm it's gonna be easier for me to get glowstone at least, and sea lanterns are pretty easy to get. So what I've been doing here is mostly putting up these upper layers. So up here, I actually wanted to put up the upper layers just so I could start doing the ring at the top. I think I've had that one done last episode. Up here, yeah, I think I did that recently. I don't think I've shown it off. It's nothing inside yet, but we got this one done, and then we go to the final layer up here, which I'm currently working on. Currently need to put a lot of glass up here, as this ends up going up like this for the last layer. I'm interested to see how it actually ends up looking. There is supposed to be a bit more design around the walls and stuff. But yeah, as you see here, we got an arrow coming out here. There'll be a bit. I'm thinking of putting like quartz stairs in between the glowstone here, and also there will be some random lines of quartz going like you see here. So hopefully it will actually look good at the end. That's my best ideas, at least for it currently. I kind of wish, like, you can obviously easily see it when you're here, that the layers up here. Kind of feel like I probably should have pushed them up a bit more, because it's not really visible from the outside when you're at ground level, unfortunately. But you can still see it, and see if when the top layer gets glass on it, it'll be more visible. But yeah, some bit more work been done here. Still, obviously, ton of work to be done here. I think I actually have this is definitely the project where I need to do most work. I also need to fix these stuff on the outside. There's a lot of like different circular buildings out here needs to be filled. And if I'm going with the plan, I still need to extend this to at least 1 or 2 more circles. And I need to do a lot of surrounding stuff here. It's not a project that'll be finished anytime soon, but there's a lot of things to be done. So it's easier to get motivated by this than like with the Obsidian project. But yeah, it does take a bit of time, definitely. But I kind of like my goal was like recently like to finish, like to find out what layer does this upper layer or this circular thing up here need to be for, and finally I found that, so that will make it look more complete. And I really want to finish the top, the circular thingy up here, but because I think it will help with the look a lot. But I still I got like rooms to decorate, I got the outside to decorate and stuff like that. I got these top floors to do something with, so it's coming along nicely, I would say. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this, I guess that will be, yeah, I don't have anything else to show, I guess. So this will be the end of the episode. Thank you for watching. I'm Flux, and I'll see you in the next one. So sometimes things just get taken too far. JU, mushrooms, the Republic, the Switzerland, Austria. Sometimes things are taken too far. We all make mistakes. Sometimes we make mistakes, but things can change. Things can change indeed. So after considering the options, we have to have a conclusion. So members of the JU, more specifically ACES, Charleston. I remember where I come from. I see the colors. Colors are red. We need to have a solution for this. And my solution is we need to talk about this because, you know, maybe I was a little angry. Maybe you were a little angry. Maybe some mean words were said. Maybe some people died. Maybe they didn't. Maybe somebody was blamed for something they didn't do. Maybe they weren't. Maybe people were throwing their weapons around. Maybe people should have thought things through. I'm sure we both have things we might regret. But it's all fixable. We gotta remember, some things do change. Some things do stay the same. And I remember the Red Scare. I remember the Red Scare. Therefore, I have a public invitation for a Red Scare tea party. I hope, Aces, Charleston, you will accept my invitation to the Red Scare tea party. We will talk and discuss these problems, these political problems. Obviously, no weapons, no armor would be allowed. You can bring food, but nothing else. For your own safety and for my safety. We don't need tempers to flow or anything, so it's just gonna be a peaceful discussion at a location I will send to you when we agree on a date for the meeting. We will talk about having peace between the Republic of Shastria, Sustika, and the JU. I hope you will accept our humble invitation, and we will see you soon. So for now, for the Republic, we will find a solution if we can, and there will be no more war if we can agree on a solution. So hopefully I will see you soon.